So, need to come over here.
Carry the 1.
Yeah, carry the 1. Don't forget the 3. All right, here we go, Zath. Our originally scheduled match done. We have hopped over. We're now looking at game 2 of BONKY and ISTK here on Sleeping Giant. ISTK claiming game 1. BONKY coming in with their backs to the wall here, trying to keep the series going. Fielding a triple destroyer lineup. We're looking at course Warden of Flames Yu Yang running radar, but not superintendent. Only 3 charges of that radar. Leaning into the torpedoes there with some RPF. Marin Kitagawa's daring, all the guns that you can pack into that one. And just Spades gearing, little bit of torpedo action, not running the reload skill, but certainly running enough torpedo power to make that work. Behind them, Among Us Napoli. Secondary module, gun reload, outnumbered, and top grade gunner. Where's my other cruisers? Here we go. Captain Striker's Petropavlovsk, gun range, and top grade gunner. Salem, 3 sheets to the win. Oh, I see what you did there. Gun reload, top grade gunner, and concealment, and radar. Yep, not surprising. And Evil Droid's Manitar. Yes, sir. Gun reload, top grade gunner, all that good stuff headed over here towards the sea flank. 2 battleships, of course. Brujo's Poison, full German secondary with fire prevention. And then...
Battleship Stalingrad?
Just noticing only the 1 battleship. I missed this. Only the 1 battleship, Zath.
Yep.
So BONKY opting for a 1 battleship lineup here, instead fielding 5 cruisers and 3 destroyers, rounding things out with Captain Green's Stalingrad.
Although, let's be real, Stalingrad is kind of like a battleship anyway.
Battleship Stalingrad, you're not wrong. Talk to me about ISTK real quick before the shooting starts.
Worthy of note, Captain Green was sitting still for a very long time, probably a very late load, possibly crashed in the process. They did not call a reload or restart.
No, he's here. He's moving now.
He is. All right, so for ISTK of the South, we have for Durek in the middle, the Daring, one of our fellow CCs, currently playing in the middle. On the other side of the map towards Alpha Cap, or Apples as Putin likes to call it, is Iron Man 2140 in a full torpedo spec Shimakaze with 12s. Vrexy's Moskva, unique upgrade, all that good stuff. Potato armor with definitely not potato armor in the Kremlin. Lone Whale in the Salem with range module and radar. There's Putin in another Salem with Hydro this time and range upgrade. We got Booking It in the Montana in full sniper spec, firing HE right now at Captain Green's Stalingrad.
Going Flame Tana on the Stalingrad. I love it.
I love Flame Tana so much. As a reminder, Marseille and Des Moines banned on this particular battle.
And getting the fire out of the Flame Tana.
Yep. Antony Seisling's Napoli heading all the way out to the 910 line. Range build, and then Splavocado's gearing, full torpedo spec, going to sea. And that should round out the lineup as the Darings butt touch each other and the radars are coming up. The Venn diagram has been drawn on the map.
Actually, the only radars, it looks like Salem and Captain Green both put up their radars, baby. Maybe a bit of a misplay there.
How about that conga line torpedoes that dodge barely barely hits. 3 sheets to the win.
Let's say 3 sheets did good work dodging those, especially in a ship with no hydro.
That's right. Booking it, so getting a Stalingrad salvo in return, HE, to set him on fire.
Captain Green's like, 2 can play this game, fool.
That's right.
Well, BONKY grabs the early B cap, starts to tick up points as the Flame Tana and Stalingrad duel continues here. Although at the moment, Captain Green is dark. They don't have eyes on him, so that's a blind salvo, I think. Nope, they just caught glimpse as those shells go in, but no fires that time.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's running the extra DCP duration. He's not. You know, I really do think that's a strong pick for Stalingrad these days.
It's not a bad idea. Absolutely not a bad idea.
Now, 3 sheets is Salem position here, Zath. This is really, like, bold. Almost borderline cheeky.
Well, if you need to radar a cap, and you're in a ship that's got shorter range, that's what you're left with.
That little T-Rex radar.
He's actually in a position where he can radar both Bravo and about half of Charlie.
Speaking of radar, Evil Droid's Minotaur radar going up, catching out Splavocado, getting some damage in. Nothing catastrophic, but he is down to getting close to half. Yep, right at about half now, as Spade's gearing chips in. So they've pushed Splavocado back far enough off the cap. I'm betting that Spade is going to be able to get in here and pick this up now. We'll see.
Well, the big thing is they saw Anthony Seisling's Napoli before, right? They know he's there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they saw him.
They don't know if there's any other radar in that smoke. They have seen Lone Whale before. I don't know how recently that was. So they might be sussing out the Moskva if he hasn't been spotted yet. He has been. They might be sussing out Putin's Salem. Putin has not been detected yet. So that might make them be a little bit more cautious. Booking it getting whacked by, it looks like Brujo's Preußen.
BONKY is very clearly set up on a weak A flank, right? Where they've got the rest of their firepower all pointed in towards B in some fashion or other, and then guys hanging around C. Only the Yang and the Napoli over here today, and it's kind of a token defense at best.
Yes.
In fact, we're just about to have a little bit of radar maybe pick up Iron Man. I'm kind of waiting see if Warden pushes his radar button. He hasn't yet.
Captain Stryker.
Look.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, D-Rock about to step back onto B. That should draw radar from Stryker, I'm guessing. They haven't radared at A yet, Zath. I'm really interested by this.
Well,
I guess they don't care. They realize they can't hit behind the island anyway, and that's probably where he is, so to hell with it. That's all I can think of.
yeah, I mean, Warden's got his radio location, so he's pointing right at the island. So he knows that. I think what they want to do is hold the radar for the inevitable push out of A.
Marin's daring. Transitioning over here. He had grabbed a B earlier, now grabbing the C cap.
That's a smart play. You keep the Gehring Minotaur combo together that way.
Yep.
Brujo, though, is moving up maybe a little pinch too aggressive at this point. We'll find out.
I think maybe he's thinking about trying to get his secondaries onto the Salem, but man, that's going to take a while even if he can pull it off.
Yeah.
Salem can weather a lot of that full penetration and fire and HE damage, right?
One would think. Among Us Sea's Napoli takes a big hit there. Got chunked by, I'm guessing, the Kremlin? Potato armor.
Must have been. Can't imagine anything else on this flank that would have hit him.
Hood now shooting over the island in his Salem for free. Not detected. Worthy of note, both teams are running the Ukrainian camouflage.
Are they now?
Well, members of both teams are at least. Yeah,
I was going to say, I
blue
just
and
looked
yellow
at
checkered pattern.
Warden's running the school bus camo, but yeah, there's that blue and yellow Ukrainian camo they just released.
Yep.
150-point lead and growing for BONKY here. 8 minutes gone. Shells starting to fall in now. They're really hunting for Lone Whale's Salem.
He is spotted.
Well, Brujo seems to have moved up, like trying to get this shot and couldn't quite get it to land.
And got stuck on the beach. He's pulling over, getting some Starbucks.
It's the long-range Minotaur fire falling in there now that might actually be landing some damage.
Yep. Direct goes into the B cap, gets detected by, there's that Salem radar we were talking about with that position.
Yep.
Here comes Kremlin shots.
Salem radar is going to push him out. This time they're already bringing Marin back from C. ISTK is going to have a big uphill battle, Zap. Just all the pieces that BONKY has around the B and the C cap, I'm not sure how they're going to get back in there. Iron Man's going to have to get some speed on. There he goes. Dodges those torpedoes through the A cap.
I love Evil Droid's position here with the Minotaur. I mean, just holding down left mouse button. Lone Whale is just sitting there. There's something to be said about the psychological impact of all these shells coming in, and he knows there's nothing he can do about it, yet he's also got people in the front of him that he's got to worry about too.
Yep. This is one of the reasons that ships like Atlanta, Colbert, Minotaur, ships with very high, Harugamo, ships with very high rates of fire, sometimes are almost more, like you say, the psychological impact is sometimes larger than the physical real impact. Marin now caught out. Not sure what caught him on radar. It was the Salem. I think it was Lone Whale's Salem.
Yeah, it was.
As Spade takes a torpedo. way over on the 9 line.
That's the Napoli?
No, so that's Spade's
Oh,
Gearing.
Gearing. Yeah. Okay, I see it now.
Gearing took a Napoli torpedo.
I'm looking to see if the Moss was going to push up to try to radar. The problem is he's being farmed pretty hard, being pushed back a bit by 3 sheets to the wind's Salem.
All right, D-Rock back in the cap. They're going to have to call for some radar here if they want to defend it.
Stalingrad.
He's
just happens to have it.
Stalingrad. Yep, Stalingrad's got it. That's Captain Green. No shots for the Stalin. In fact, the problem is that Stryker doesn't have shots. Green has no shots. Marin can't risk it. It's up to the Salem to make this work on the back of the Stalingrad radar.
Yes, and he's being encouraged to go forward. Splavocado with a huge torpedo kill.
Oh, that is a big kill. And here comes, speaking of torpedoes, Zap,
Conga line.
have a look at Sheets.
Conga
He's going to dodge
line.
the first one, but not the second.
Could have been a lot worse. He got lucky
Could
there.
have been a lot worse. D-Rock doing good work with the conga line torps. Salem into his second heel now. As ISTK closes the gap with a big kill on the tin line, because there goes the Minotaur smoke.
Right. Droid is now stuck. Now the nice thing for, at least for Bonky, is
Uh-oh.
this is a kite side. What's the
Daring versus Daring right across the B cap. Marin gets spotted. He pulls the handbrake. He smokes up, but it's not going to be enough. Too many ships with shells on him. And just like that, ISTK up 2 ships. So now, Zath, I think if you're ISTK, you realize that 3 sheets is the pick. The 2 Russian cruisers over here are almost buried too far to really defend the B cap. Their radar covers it, but they themselves cannot get shells onto the bottom end of the cap. Although Stryker seems to be maybe trying to swing out a little where he can. I'm not positive precisely. D-Rock's going to try again.
I mean, why not?
If ISTK can pick up the B cap, I'm not sure Bonky can get back into this game.
Let's see, who's got radar ready? The Petro has radar ready.
It's Petro's
Both.
radar. Salem should be coming up shortly. Salem is available.
Look at Duick again. Once again, here's the torps. We're going fishing. Come at me.
Somebody's coming up with radar. I'm waiting for it. Whose is it? There's the Salem radar.
It's 3 sheets.
As he moves out, he gets punched in the nose by the Kremlin. The torpedoes are on the way. D-Rock's going to take some more chip damage. Good salvos from the Salem here.
He's actually sitting still. I'm surprised he took this long to move forward. I think he's trying to bait 3 sheets into staying.
It's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to weather the fire long enough for the torpedoes to arrive. 3 sheets is having none of it. He's reversing back already.
He already fell for that once.
Yeah, he's like, no. We've played this game before. 100-point lead for Bonky and slowly growing. They retain the cap advantage despite early kills and the ship advantage going to ISTK.
Oh, more hits on 3 sheets now. That was...
Sheets took a torpedo. He's got a Napoli salvo coming in.
Ouch.
That Napoli position has become a huge problem for Sheets. His next heel is a long way off. He's not going to make it.
Whack.
Nope.
There goes the Kremlin.
Kremlin speaks, and that ought to do it. Unless Green or Stryker wants to move up, they're not going to be able to defend the B cap any longer. It was really all on 3 sheets right there.
And Stryker's radar is down for another 81 seconds, so if Derek gets in quickly enough... He's reversing.
Yeah.
Oh, but look at the Preußen's position. Look at Bruno's position.
Yeah, I'd say Bruno has pushed up. I think Bonky is like, well, let's just go, baby. And so here we are. He seems to move up, and he's going to push out Lone Whale's Salem, I'm guessing. I'm not sure what's happening here.
Well, yeah, and an evil droid also radaring, trying to get Splavocado's gearing out.
Torpedoes from D-Rock also now going out towards Brujo, whose hydro is down for 60 seconds. He'll never see these torpedoes coming.
Nope. But we're at the point
Not
where
quite
that needed
able
to
to
happen.
punch out the Salem, but the secondaries might do it. Well, no, because Salem's got a fancy heel. Salem's going to go for the ram.
Droid takes a torpedo. See,
Gonna
Lone
go
Whale
for the
doesn't even
AP
need the
and the
ram.
ram.
He doesn't even
Well,
need it.
he's going-
Torpedoes. Doink.
No, he doesn't. Wow.
Brilliant play there.
A 4-ship lead for ISTK. Bonky seeming to kind of self-destruct a little bit here. They had a little bit of bad luck with those the torpedo kill on the 10 line. And I still, if I'm honest, Seth, if I look back at Green and Striker's positions here on the around B, I still don't like how deeply they're buried, how far back they're playing.
I mean, Captain Green is playing like a battleship, but he's not. He's in the
Right.
Stalingrad.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I feel like they weren't able to get. I mean, they got kind of lucky with torpedo hits too, right? ISTK
100%. That's
on
what I
the
said.
nighttime line.
Luck is sometimes a thing, right? With the torpedoes. That's just the way it is.
But the other part of it too is I feel like they never really did much at A. They knew they were never going to get it, never even going to bother to try. And the
Right.
key to that is that allowed ISTK to kind of rotate assets more to BC.
Yep. Which it's taken them time, but they have finally pushed the ships, the Kremlin for sure, among other things, and Iron Man Shimakaze now showing up. Moscow radar going up, catching out Warden's Yu Yang.
Mm-hmm.
Kremlin salvo is going to come in, and it's going to ding Warden. Not as big a hit as you would have thought.
Yep.
D-Rock getting in on this. Lone Whale Salem getting in on this. Of course, Warden isn't a daring. He has no heals.
Nope.
Every point of damage they land right now matters hugely.
Yeah, he's gonna get away, I think. The question is, will he be set on fire here? Oh, Splavocado goes down to the
Ooh.
Minotaur.
Ooh, big kill. Little bit of revenge over here. Evil
D-Rock-
Droid bags out. The D-Rock on 95
Detected.
HP.
Radar from the
Lit.
Petro.
Lit now by the Petro. A single Petro shell will put D-Rock out.
Oh!
They can't land it. They can't land it. They miss. 10-point game here, but all the points ticking up in favor of ISTK as Bonky's managed to claim back a couple of kills.
Mm-hmm.
There's your lead change. ISTK out to their first lead of the game. Captain Green, who was fairly healthy a few moments ago, now very decidedly not healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Burning for everything is next heal 5 seconds out. He'll live to make it. But booking it just with the Flame Tana play against the Stalingrad has been devastating. Green now on 3 fires trying to heal through it. It'll never happen.
Nope.
ISTK with 2 big kills right there, and that's going to end the game.
Yep. And then we got Puddin versus Among Us in the A-cap. Oh, no kill there, so I'm going to go ahead and just go
Nope,
run
not
over
gonna
to something
happen.
else for the death pick. Here we go.
ISTK falling behind early, patient, methodical, works their way back into it with the kills, picks up game 2. They're on to day 4.
Mm-hmm.